Ever wondered what separates a celebrity from someone who truly becomes a part of people's lives? Is it the awards? The record-breaking songs? The sold-out stadiums? Or is it something much simpler? A reply. A joke. A moment of genuine attention. Because sometimes, the most unforgettable thing a superstar can do isn't standing under thousands of lights in front of a roaring crowd. Sometimes it's quietly appearing online and making one fan smile. And when it comes to those moments, few artists have built a reputation quite like BTS's Jin. Known around the world for his incredible vocals, his worldwide popularity, and his unmistakable charm, Jin has spent years proving that success doesn't have to create distance between an artist and the people who support him. In fact, the bigger his career becomes, the more determined he seems to remain connected with fans. And recently, he reminded everyone exactly why millions of people affectionately call him a true fan lover. What happened wasn't part of a concert. It wasn't a television appearance. It wasn't even a major announcement. It was something much more personal. Something that perfectly captured who Kim Seokjin is. On June 17th, fans gathered as usual on Weverse, the global fan community where artists and fans share messages, thoughts, photos, and everyday moments. For many fans, Weverse is a place where they can express feelings they may never get the chance to say directly. Some leave messages of encouragement, others share funny stories. Some simply talk about their day and hope that somehow their favorite artist might see their words. Most of the time, those messages disappear into a sea of millions of posts. But every now and then, something magical happens. Jin shows up. Without warning, without a schedule, without an announcement. And suddenly, what began as an ordinary day becomes unforgettable. That's exactly what happened. As fans were posting and interacting with each other, appeared and began responding personally. For many fans, the excitement was immediate. Imagine opening your phone and realizing that among countless messages, Jin had chosen to stop scrolling and answer someone directly. Not because he had to. Not because it was part of a promotion, but because he wanted to. Those moments may seem small from the outside, but for fans, they can become memories that last forever. One fan referenced MapleStory, the legendary online game currently collaborating with Jin. The collaboration itself has already generated enormous excitement. After all, seeing one of the world's biggest stars connected with a game that has been loved by generations of players feels like the meeting of two beloved worlds. Instead of simply acknowledging the mention, Jin joined the conversation naturally. It felt casual, comfortable, like talking with a friend who happened to be one of the most famous people on Earth. Then another fan brought up something many people had been hoping for: a live broadcast. Anyone who follows BTS knows that live broadcasts are special. They create moments where artists and fans can laugh together, talk together, and share experiences in real time. Naturally, fans were eager to know when they might see Jin again. His response instantly warmed hearts. Rather than giving a generic answer, he revealed that he was working hard and even asked if it would be okay for him to go live while traveling during the tour. Think about that for a second. Here is an artist preparing for performances in front of tens of people. An artist juggling rehearsals, travel schedules, interviews, and endless responsibilities. Yet even in the middle of all that, he was thinking about how to spend time with fans. Not because anyone demanded it, not because it was required, because he genuinely wanted to connect. That simple reply revealed something important. No matter how busy life becomes, Jin never stops considering the people waiting for him on the other side of the screen. And then came another interaction that perfectly demonstrated his thoughtful personality. Following changes to the platform, some fans were confused about where certain messages could be found. It's the kind of question many people might overlook. But Jin didn't. He stepped in and explained how fans could read the messages. It wasn't a grand gesture. There were no headlines attached to it. But it showed something fans have noticed for years. Jin pays attention. He notices the small things. The little frustrations, the tiny questions, the everyday concerns. And whenever possible, he tries to help. Those are often the moments that reveal a person's true character. Not the moments when cameras are rolling, not the moments when everyone is watching, the moments when kindness appears naturally. Then came what many fans considered the funniest interaction of the day. A fan uploaded a concert photo and jokingly demanded an explanation from Kim Seokjin. The image had captured an amusing moment during a performance, one of those split-second incidents that only happen when someone is moving around a stage full of energy. The post quickly caught attention. Fans laughed. People waited. Would Jin respond? Would Jin respond? As it turned out, he absolutely would. And his answer was classic Jin. Instead of avoiding the situation, he immediately leaned into the joke. He playfully asked if something like that had really happened. Then he joked that he would be more careful about his clothes in the future. But it was what came next that made fans burst into laughter. It's a cute belly. Just 4 words. Simple, funny, completely unfiltered, and unmistakably Jin. That response spread quickly because it perfectly captured the personality fans know and love. His confidence, his humor, his ability to laugh at himself, his willingness to turn potentially embarrassing moments into shared memories. Many celebrities spend years trying to create an image of perfection. Jin has always understood something different. People connect with authenticity, and authenticity has become one of his greatest strengths. What makes these interactions even more meaningful is that they are not isolated incidents. This isn't the first time Jin has surprised fans, and it probably won't be the last. For years, he has built a reputation for showing up when fans least expect it. A random comment, an encouraging message, a funny response, a thoughtful answer. Over time, these countless small moments have created something powerful. Trust. Fans know that behind the global fame is someone who genuinely enjoys communicating with them. Someone who never treats their support as something to be taken for granted. Someone who remembers that every stadium began with individual people believing in him. Perhaps that's why fans often describe their relationship with Jin differently. It's not just admiration, it's affection. It's appreciation. It's the feeling of being valued. And in today's fast-moving world, that feeling matters more than ever. What's particularly remarkable is that all of this is happening while Jin continues achieving extraordinary success as an artist. Just days earlier, on June 13th, he added another major accomplishment to his growing list of achievements. His song Don't Say You Love Me won the Best of Listener's Choice Overseas Song Award at the 2026 Music Awards Japan. This wasn't simply another trophy, it was proof of how deeply his music continues to resonate across borders, across languages, across cultures, across oceans. Somewhere in Japan, listeners connected with his voice, his emotions, his artistry, and they voted to recognize that connection. For any artist, that would be a proud moment. For Jin, it became another reminder of the incredible journey he has shared with fans around the world. A journey that started years ago with dreams, hard work, uncertainty, and determination, and now continues on some of the world's biggest stages. Soon, BTS will continue the Arirang World Tour with performances in Madrid, Spain, on June 26 and 27. Thousands of fans are already counting down the days. The anticipation is growing. The excitement is building. The energy is impossible to ignore. And yet, despite the scale of everything surrounding him, Jin continues doing what he has always done. He continues reaching back toward the people supporting him. Perhaps that's the reason his bond with fans feels so strong. It's not built on one spectacular moment. It's built on thousands of small ones. A reply when nobody expected one. A joke that made someone laugh after a difficult day. A message that made a fan feel noticed. A reminder that behind the superstar is a human being who genuinely cares. In a world where fame often creates walls, Jin continues finding ways to build bridges. And maybe that's why millions of fans around the globe continue cheering for him with such passion. Because they aren't only celebrating an artist, they're celebrating a person. A person who never stopped making room in his heart for the people who helped him get there. And as long as those moments continue, the story of Jin and his fans will remain one of the most heartwarming relationships in modern entertainment. So tell us in the comments, if Jin suddenly replied to one of your messages, what would you say to him? And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more inspiring BTS stories, emotional fan moments, and hidden details from the world of Kim Seokjin.